بالضبط.
بوقف هيك بس امشي معي بالسيارة.
بالسيارة.
لا السيارة. أنا خليها تمشي. يا هاي تجيبها. My childhood was rich, not financially, but it was rich with experiences, the good and the bad of them. To me, honestly, both affected me the right way because I grew up next to my grandfather. I love that man. All right, folks. We are in an area called Mārka, الشمالية. It's like the north of Jordan type of thing, right? And this is again where I grew up. احنا كنا ساكنين في بلد ام عبد الله.
طيب هي
هذا بيت ام عبد الله؟
لا.
انسى خلص. الله. Okay, folks. Anyways, we used to live in this building. Follow me. Alright, let's go. I swear to God, I don't want to like say guaranteed, but this might be some of the writings that I've had on. If it's not mine, I know for a fact I wrote something on before. I had a crush on the girl that lived here, so I would always write shit for her here. I never closed her, never did. God damn, come watch me now. Let's go. There's a lot of stories for me here, and the absolute number one story that comes to mind, you know, regarding being in this area, Jordan, Amman, you know, especially this area, ماركا الشمالية حي العبدالله, is my story with my grandfather. So this man used to actually own a grocery store, like a very small grocery store that basically was his business. And since, you know, as young as I can remember, like the routine for me was to actually wake up every single day and go to work with that man. I actually remember the days I actually used to wake up right around 5 in the morning, and where he would pick me up. First thing we would go to the mosque, al-masjid, and صلي الصبح. Then he would actually take me to the grocery store with him, and I would work there for about maybe 2 hours, right? I would actually first thing have breakfast with him, right? Then I would actually get the store ready for the day with him. Then I would go to school. Then after school, I would go back there, work with him till the end of the day, which is probably till like 9 o'clock at night. And now I'm taking you to my school, the place where I grew up. Not I grew up, the place that I went to school to while growing up. Here, where we used to do like the morning lineups, you know, to basically, you know, just get ready for the day with the teachers and the principal. They would tell us to do like these morning exercises like Amam, Khalf, Yameen, up, something. We'd do all these workouts. Then we'd do some jumping jacks. It's so funny. Alien, right? Then they do the national anthem. Malik, right? And we're gonna sing after it. And then when the national anthem is done, then we go over, then we go just, you know, right to class. There's not much to show here, but I wanted to show, you know, at least the entrance and how much memories does this school bring to me. Dude, all these fist fights we had here, all this beating we had on them kids. I got beat up a couple of times, I ain't gonna lie to you. I beat and I got beat. It was a two-way street, like it is in business. I also love my real father as well, which is he's my grandfather's son, but he didn't have a lot of presence in my life. He always made sure we had food on the table, you know, a home to sleep in, a roof to sleep under, but he wasn't that present in my life. But that father figure that is on daily basis was actually my grandfather. I remember that one time I stole a pencil out of his store and I was actually writing with it, and then he walked in. And obviously I didn't want to, you know, let him see that I stole a pencil out of his little supermarket, right? Because I was working with him there. So when he walked in, I hid the pencil behind my hand so he doesn't see it. Obviously, I looked like an idiot. He saw the pencil, and then first thing he asked me, he was like, hey, did you see a pencil? I think there's a pencil missing. And I said, no, I did not. And he was like, okay. He crushed my hand. He literally squeezed my hand. And obviously the pencil was sharp and it actually gave me pain. I was like, ouch, what are you doing? He's like, what am I doing? What are you doing? You stole the pen. You didn't tell me. You're a liar. Then he smacked me. And he smacked me like I don't think it was the hard of a smack, but when he slapped the shit out of me, I was more hurt emotionally than I was hurt physically. Folks, come with me. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. So let me tell you this, guys. My best friends growing up was Ali, Omar, and Badr. Badr, Akub, Ali, Omar, Al-Hirsh. And I know for a fact they're gonna watch this video, and this is where they used to live. And my entire childhood, I've actually like hung out here. Dude, just come with me, man. Take a look. Dude, let me show you something. So look, I don't want to be too loud, but I'm going to tell you real quick. So in that apartment, Ali and Omar, that's like where they used to live. Like Ali and Omar, that's where they used to live. And then my friend Badr, he used to live here at the bottom, right? That's where his family lives. So basically floor 1, floor 2 was Ali and Omar. And we literally started going to KG1 together. So I've known them my whole life. They no longer live here, but I wanted to show you. And one of the other things that I remember about my childhood is when I actually used to breed animals. I know it's kind of looked, upon negatively today, but again, I was a kid that didn't know much better. I would breed birds, pigeons, chicken, ducks, right? Whatever you wanna name it. I used to actually raise it, breed it, and I would actually, take care of the babies up until they're at an age where I would take them to the market and sell them to people that wanted those pets. At the times, my grandfather didn't allow me to raise them in his house because the smell was so bad. We used to raise them at Badr's house. Literally, I remember, oh my God. I remember this patch here, literally used to there, where's what is it called? The trees? We used to have so many turtles, rabbits, ducks, chickens, birds, all of it. Matter of fact, the first time I've smoked hookah in my life was on this roof upstairs. One time, matter of fact, in Bassett, literally, I got ran over by a car, and the stupid thing was, it was me and on my 3 friends, and we had those little bikes. And the trick was, we wanted to see, the winner. If you go down this bike, let me show you. If you go down this bike so fast, right, and not stop to look left or right, and keep going down, that way. You get what I'm saying? You get on the bike, you go fast, right? You don't look left or right, and you keep going straight. And whoever makes it to the bottom wins. Guess who's the only one did not make it to the bottom? This bald ass. I literally barely crossed the street, and someone, hit me while I was on the bike, and I'll never forget it till today. My head in the back felt like it was the size of a freaking, like a ball, literally, it was ridiculous. This is where we hung out. Here's where my best friends lived, right? And this is my grandfather's store, literally. So literally, I spent years, all of my childhood, on these on this one street, literally, oh man, I'm so excited. This brings back so many memories, man. I'm so grateful. Everything I'm watching today, I'm looking at the kids around me and I walk into the store and that's the mosque actually, where we did the last prayer over my grandfather. My grandfather passed away with cancer. I'll never forget that day. I think I was right about 13 years old, 13, 14 years old when he was diagnosed. And I'll never forget that day. I remember the day when we went to the doctor, and I remember like people, like when people used to see my grandfather and I'm not next to him, they would ask him, "Where's your tail? Like when Danabak? Like where's your tail? Like where's that kid that is always with you? Like why are you alone?" Basically, because I was next to him every single day. Every single day. Again, I'm not gonna forget that day, the day he got diagnosed. We went to this hospital. I think it was, I forgot the hospital name. It was actually a public one. And I remember, like, I think he was just getting checked because he had some pain and some weird feels. And the doctor comes out and he says, like basically he said it so bluntly, like, "Hey, يا حج راح تموت." Like, "Hey, dude, like, hey, old man, I think you're gonna die." This is where I grew up dreaming and thinking and praying that I'm gonna be the big guy that I am today, much bigger than the guy I am today even. But I know for a fact today, looking at my life back and walking you through it, it looks just more clear than ever. Because now I'm watching it with you and I know what's my life look like today. Like, I'm gonna show you some of the kids in the neighborhood right now. Like, I'm gonna show them to you right now. Obviously they don't speak English, but I guarantee you, man, these kids have more ambition, more motivation than most kids in America. تمام. يسعد الله. أنا كبرت هون، أوكي؟ يعني أنا واحد منكم، وأنا كنت بالضبط هون. لما ولك أنتوا اللي بتشرفوني. غير هيك أنا لما كنت هون إن كانت فيني كثير ناس، يمكن أهالينا أو ناس حوالينا، لما تيجي تسعى وتطمح تطلع على شيء كبير، بيجي حدا زي بكسرك شوي. صح. اللي بتطلع لفوق رقبته بتنكسر. هيك يعني هالحكي انساه. طبعا. أنا كبرت هون، كنا نشتري أبصر شيء من هون نولعه في رمضان. السلكة عملت هذا كله عملته.
ما خليتش شيء.
ما خليتش شيء، بس جتني فرصة واحدة لأن ساعدت لها وعملت إشي من وراها. بس فتحت شركة واحنا من أقوى الشركات بأمريكا هلا. The king of Miami real estate. يسعد ربكم. يلا let's go. Absolutely, take care. اعمل لي follow ولا. They sold the store where I used to work with them. Like that one place I used to go to every single day with my grandfather. They sold it because after he died, there was no one to run it, and it wasn't going good after him. And then basically they got rid of it. They sold it. So they sold that place. I no longer have my grandfather, and I'm like, my childhood is shit. All I wanted to do at that point is leave the country and go to America and build a new life. This is so special. The guy agreed to let us in. So basically this used to be my grandfather's little market. It's called supermarket. It's like a little grocery store, right? Now again, like I said, it's a dry cleaner. It's not actually, it's like a makhyata. I don't know what's that even in English, but come take a look at it. شكرا كثير حبيبي انك خليتنا ندخل. شو كان اسمك؟
أنا فهد.
فهد. I'm gonna give a quick shout out. شو اسم المخيطة؟
الفهد.
مخيط الفهد. Yeah, I want to thank him so much for actually letting us in. I mean, he doesn't even have to do that. But this used to be my grandfather's grocery store, but it no longer looks like a grocery store, right? Because obviously it's a different business. But I remember, I swear to God, like the register was like right here. That's like where we would ring people up. There was a bathroom there. كان هناك في حمام صح؟ لسات الحمام? Yeah, that's the bathroom. And then upstairs where we would have like, you know, storage, and there's like a little, you know, stairwell here. You know, you'd see it right here. Where would you go upstairs? I think I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna hold up, but that's where we used to keep the storage, man. That's where we stock everything. And I cannot believe I'm here and this nice guy just let us in, man. This was actually the pharmacy we would always get medicines and stuff out of. Anas, adkhul? Okay. So, he let us film. That's the neighbor. Let's go. Dude. So, this library, literally, every time like it's like the school season, we would actually come get everything ready here. They got the pens, they got the pencils, they got the books, they got the notepads, they got everything we needed. And fun fact is, like, whenever it's Eid, you know, بالعيد نشتري ألعاب العيد, when we would buy the our holidays gifts and toys, we would actually come here, because in our holiday, the grown-ups would give us like some cash, like خمس دنانير, 10 دنانير, like $10 or so, and we would come here and we would buy the toys. We'd buy like those, what is it called? Like a fruit kharaz? Like, I don't know what they're called, like those fake guns that shoot like little plastic things. I would just freaking shoot each other all day. I can't believe this guy, you know, let us in. This brings back so many freaking memories, man. I'm just really looking at some of the pictures. Some of them I remember being in, some not. I just found like about 4 or 5 of them. Obviously that was me. I don't even know how young I was, but I was always that kid trying to look like a hero. That's my baby brother, Mazen. I mean, obviously too young to remember, right? Way too young to remember. That was me as a baby. Look at this successful baby on the way. And the grand finale. The grand finale, man. Look at this kid. That's a one good-looking kid. That's a kid wanting to be in business. Wish I had a beard, though. No, maybe not.